Oh, look, we're going to record a podcast. So right here with me, I have Tim the Tech Taylor, and we just lost our background. Tim is the most fascinating guy I know, I think.
No.
Tim is a Sonoma Film Festival tech director.
Yeah.
He owns a AV company called Tye All Productions.
Yes.
He is also... do you work for Netflix or you're subcontracted for?
I'm subcontracted to, for Netflix to tech the premieres on the West Coast that happen when they have talent at their screenings. I go in and tune the theaters and just make sure everything's set right so that there's no mistakes.
When you tune a theater, you use a gun, right?
I use we shoot colors on the screens. Use a chromometer, and it measures the red, green, and blue intensities on the screen. And if they're off, then we adjust the projectors so that they're on. At 2 SMPTE spec is what they're.
And it's amazing. So Tim has me come out, and I work the Sonoma Film Festival with him.
Yes.
And
always good mischief.
Oh, it's good mischief. We have there's so much going on. It's crazy. Yeah. But you create all of these movie theaters that were never movie theaters.
We build out somewhere between 5 and 6 venues, depending on the year. And there's 5 of those venues sometimes are, like the women's club. We use their big hall, or the veterans building. We use their dining room hall or the big auditorium room, and we build them out to real movie theaters that have real movie seats and 5.1 audio and DCP projection. And we show films from all over the world that oftentimes you wouldn't see anyplace else. Or you might see them in like your local art houses that play one-off films, like the Roxy in San Francisco or the Rafael Theater in San Rafael. But that's,
Yeah. So, and I think it's amazing, like, there's a lot of troubleshooting that goes on when we set these locations up. And the one this year last year was the previous projector we had a different throw lens. And I'm talking about VETs.
Right.
And we created what would you call what we created to make it work?
We actually, in VETs 2, we had a barcode that ran off 110 instead of one of the big cinema projectors. And because they couldn't get a short enough throw lens, we had to build a projection booth
in the kitchen.
We had to shoot through the doorway to hit the screen. And there's always...
I can't believe that worked.
There's always something. There's always some issue that comes up, or every year there's like one venue that is the problem child, whether it's equipment wise or whether it's something's not fitting inside the theater wise. It's just always. Or the projectionist was just not having a good day. That happens too.
A couple of years ago, they changed the festival. Some of it was laptop playbacks.
Right.
Some of it was DCP, and they made a change.
Tell
us about that.
So we had a new artistic director that came in, and he wanted everything to be DCP Projection, which is digital cinema projection, and everything's shipped on a hard drive. And I've actually have 2 of those in my car.
Have drive, will travel.
And which makes there's more films that you can get doing DCP projection, but it's also a better quality.
It's the bit rate, is that correct? It's
a higher bit rate, so you're getting more information pushed through the projector that's on the screen. So it makes a difference. There were some challenges with that, just finding the right projectors, because some of our venues don't have 220 power. And also there's limitations on lenses aren't designed to be short throw lenses. They're they're designed to be in a theater, and you're up in a booth far away, and you shoot down on a screen, and then just getting the seating so everyone's comfortable, and bringing in 5.1 audio, so you have real theater sound in there.
And it's remarkable the difference when you see the room before we start,
right?
And then
after,
when it's done, it's
transformed.
Oh my gosh, it's completely blacked out. It's theater. You've got some uplights for the ambience, and then everything starts with the pre-show, so it just gives you that beautiful, beautiful feel.
And the beautiful thing is about film festivals is oftentimes the filmmakers there, so you get to interact with them and ask them questions, or hear the story of what the inspiration was for the film, or some little story about, well, this happened on one of our days of shooting, or it's. And
you've worked in film as well.
I have,
and I love stop motion animation, and you actually worked on one of my favorite films. Tell me about that.
Oh, which one? What was it? No, I've worked on worked on James the Giant Peach, Monkey Bone, Coraline. Coraline. I've worked on The Little Prince. I worked on Frankenweenie. Coraline was a year and a half in Portland, Oregon, and we were in a 300 by 350 foot building, and some of the stages were no bigger than your garage here.
Yeah.
And we had roughly 350 people, I think, crew-wise, and we had like 30 stages inside this building, and I forget how many Coralines we had. Coraline had, I believe it was 1,100 different facial expression combinations because of the face replacements.
Oh my gosh!
That she had, and it was a first stop motion film that was shot in 3D. So we would take a left eye picture, and then we'd move over and take the right eye picture. And
oh my gosh!
So
it doubled the time.
So it doubled it doubled the production time.
Oh my gosh!
Because you're taking 2 frames for everyone.
Right. So they didn't cheap out and do it digitally. They did it full on.
That's the new Max. Even though you tell the new Max not to go to sleep, they still go to sleep. You got to go into terminal and tell it to caffeinate.
That's the caffeinate function. That's right.
The caffeinate function. So yeah, Coraline was a really good. It was one of the hardest jobs I had, but it was the funnest job I had. Yeah. And the collaboration and problem solving of everyone on the crew was
that's part of the fun.
Amazing. That is part of the fun.
It is part of the fun. That's what I enjoy about the festival, and we're always running around like headless chickens, and this guy just stays. He may not think he does, but he stays super calm the whole time, which is always a bit of an inspiration.
It's the creative problem solving. That's the inspiration. And the inspiration is, when the collective comes together to work on a project, it's the sum of the parts is greater than the sum of the whole.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just everyone comes, their creativity or their problem solving or their interest or enthusiasm comes from a different place when it's a good work environment like that. And you're all collaborating. Sure. We have off days.
We all do.
We all do. But it's just there's the artistic, creative community. It's inspiring. To be
it is.
Work environments.
It is. So tell me about this.
Oh, so this was last Saturday night's event for a fundraiser organization or a fund. It's a nonprofit organization that's in Sonoma Valley. It's La Luz. They're a family organization. They help families with housing or groceries or learning English, but it's not just for the Latino community. It's a full family services. They had their annual nonprofit event or their annual fundraiser event and there was like 320 people at the dinner. We billed out at a private residence. They raised over $250,000 at the fundraiser event. Pacific Mambo Orchestra played, and it was out in the stars, and it was this private residence that had like 7 acres.
Was that the one with the pool and the balls?
Pools, yeah.
That was cool. He showed me this photo. Tell me about that. That was so cool.
So they had a 20 by 40 pool, and I've got these not really plastic globes that had LEDs in them, and I put fishing weights on them. And these orbs could be any color you wanted, but I made them all white. And there were 4-inch, 8-inch, and 16-inch. And I placed 28 of them in the pool, so that it just looks like floating moons in the pool. And that was just one of the lighting tricks that we did.
It's very cool.
Help add some ambience and uniqueness. It was amazing because we wrapped everything Sunday, and after we pulled all the lighting down and we had festoon lighting going back to the house had papel on it, the paper flags, and those were all white. We pulled everything down, and the property looked naked.
So, like, can you leave it up?
They did. We started building out on like Wednesday, and Friday when I went to check all the lighting, make sure everything was tuned, because I couldn't do it the night of the event. That both the owners, the husband and wife, came out and said, "Well, you can just leave all this."
Yeah,
it just made their property
look so cool.
Oh, yeah, it was just
And I've helped you with a couple of events, not just the film festival. And you always have that aesthetic, and I always appreciate it's the attention to detail. It's like, you don't want to see the sandbag, or you're going to make sure that speaker cable is hidden.
Yep.
And it's those little things that make it special.
It's a little thing.
It makes me better. Like, seeing you do events has made me more cognizant of when I'm doing events and things that could be better. So I appreciate that.
Oh, thank you, Paul. Yeah, there's something when we're on events, it's like, okay, we need to do this, and this to be show ready. And that's
right. Yeah.
That's
get on screen.
That's the key.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, you want to hide those cables. It's the little things. Are the curtains set up right? It's little things that make the presentation better.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what we always, and there's always some way to improve on that. Yeah. Always some way to improve. But that sometime you have to it's good enough. We're on screen. Let's go.
Yeah.
We got to load the house now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Any parting remarks? I'm so glad you came up. We actually set this up today, didn't we?
We did it. So Paul has a lot of LED screens, and I've got a wedding coming up at Stanley Ranch up in Napa, and they want an outdoor screen where they can show a movie or family photos, I guess, of the couples as they're growing up. And most of the LED walls you see are hung by truss, which to me, that's great if I'm at a concert or
it doesn't have
I'm
the
out
aesthetic.
at some outdoor venue or something. But this is a wedding, so it has to be elegant. It's got to be simple and chic, and it will be outdoors. So Paul and I today rigged up this 6-panel small LED wall on 2 TV stands, and I'm extremely happy about this.
It looks great.
It looks really good, and it was a good way to spend the afternoon with my friend Paul.
It was good.
And
good mischief.
He got his sandwiches, and it was yummy.
It's always good mischief.
Yes, it is. Very much so.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it.